we're going to have a look at is underneath night in birth 2. This is with all of the settings turned on, but this time we've got VSync off, which is a bit different to how we've done it before. And I already kind of know what to expect, but hopefully it will be demonstrated clearly by the results coming through. So I'll just get it started. So it looks pretty normal up till now, blue results coming before red results, but now it's flipped. And so you can see the red results were coming in front, and now the blue results are coming ahead again. So blue is the top phototransistor, red's the bottom phototransistor. And so you can already see that the red, which is further down the screen, that you would expect to be 4 milliseconds behind, is actually about, well, now 2 to 3 milliseconds ahead. And so this is counterintuitive to what we would have expected. So obviously what's happening, and I struggle to see it on this monitor, I think because it draws the screen quite quickly, there it is a bit though, is that you're getting screen tearing, and so the bottom command history can appear in front of the top command history. Obviously if we're using, you know, time taken from top to bottom, normally about 4 milliseconds for a 120 Hz update, if it's a quarter and 3/4 of the screen. Using that to predict what the top would be, so normally about 2 milliseconds earlier, that's not going to work because you're kind of that interquartile range, so that quarter to 3/4 will be negative, and then it's going to screw up all the other results. So I will explain what we do. We've got about 5 seconds to go. Oh, and I implemented the counter there so you can see which trial we're on. So you can see that we have we'll just take out a series here just to get a representative sample. Times where blues are ahead, times where reds are ahead. So this result will be utterly meaningless, and because, you know, it's saying to go from top to bottom is taking -7 milliseconds to draw it, which is not correct. What we want to look then is at the 120 Hz section. And so if we use our blue, if we just say, look, it's 120 Hz, so take 2 milliseconds off the top average, gives us this, take 6 milliseconds off the bottom red result, gives this, then that is probably the most meaningful result we can get out of this. So if you had to pin a number down, I would use this one, the 25 milliseconds, but obviously screen tearing is a bit of a nightmare, but 25 is a realistic minimum. So I'll look to run through the other VRR and 120 Hz settings, which from memory don't do a whole lot, and then we'll have a look probably at the PS4 version. Let's quickly update the title card. So again, if we try to use that doesn't really work. This is actually the more meaningful results, although that one's surprisingly not too bad. Anyway, this is more meaningful.